for the day.
Mama, Inshran can rear. Mama put through every year so rear. What it is, Mama, rear. Inshran can rear.
Ghana for someone here do. Someone here there. His Excellency John Dramani Mama Tifu so kakara. One day the fool here. And the fool and the gunsa. And then the petro and the gunsa. E was John Dramani Mama Tifu say be ma ba more piafo. Why are they? Na sa match we are Ghana for boy. E miracle Aboagye na conference NDC aban ba na o se da bi enya hwi economy ni kwa ya say no. Na the ordinary Ghanaian emfili ade e koso manum de e maf talk keke. Tie wo de tie miracle Aboagye.
If this is a reset, then we are in trouble. The People's Forum and the view of the people, as you can see, is that we are not seeing a reset. We are seeing a reverse. Initially, we had a reset, then we saw a reverse, and other people are upset. Upset because never have we seen inflation drop in this manner. Never have we seen dollar drop in this manner, and yet cost of living keeps rising. That's a problem. And so if you look at the theme for this engagement, one thing runs through: there's a disconnect between the policies as the government is touting and the evidence as you feel in the lives of the people. And this is real, and it's something that we need to talk about, something that we all need to. We are not saying it to ruffle the government. We're only saying it for the government to input it into their discussions in cabinet and in their boardrooms. Now listen, if I'm a teacher and I come from Dodowa and you give me a 9% increase, and today I am spending more on, talk about the baseline, electricity, water, school fees, hostel fees, then it's a problem. It's a problem. And the increase is not just within the model of the inflation that you speak about. I have seen my electricity go up by 28%. It makes nonsense of every inflation coming down from 23 to 5%. It makes complete nonsense of it. You understand? And that is what the people are talking about. If you listen to the women, listen to the taxi driver, they tell you that the indicators are true. They are not lies, but they are not reflecting in our lives. And that for me, having dollar come to 10 and inflation come to 5 is only the means to a particular destination. That destination we are not getting there, and that's what we want the government to look at and do.
So what hunsema kwa weka. And according to Miracle, no economy in the my cost of my name was NP before the NTA. Omo believe say a fake. To say no more party no say fake no. Was in a man and ordinary person and benefit. And this will be at now can't your mama administration ya de see a Miracle say and no correct. Yes, a Miracle is a lion moron. No, Bob, that's true. Riku said Dr. Bawumia and His Excellency John Dramani Mama kwa about Bawumia benya 10%. And the same General Mosquito kwa about benya 10%. Hey Rikus 10 de baba ko yesu wu. Hey kremos reche akwa fe de kremos reche. Bawumia American Muslim say o we preku o we nsa o bibia bi. Into one there. Rikus American Muslim say no baby. Because Mate American Muslim you won't be that. But that former could be horror there. Also the American Muslim who the pay. That's what I said Mudu. Anyway. Enti akwa we for a match we no e ka ho bi e na ma Ghana for e na e de nsa. E na egu nsa. E de petrol e na egu nsa. But ade we akwa we here e very dangerous.
Mama Inshran can rear. Mama put through every year so rear. What it is, Mama rear. Inshran can rear.
Message to me for we say sometimes we can joke with things. But near many people who message the way and because full petrol power days are doing very dangerous. Message Ghana no your limited resources say just to musi here and ya their fire service could have beba. Intimate say women are buying a body home there, but it doesn't also mean then you go to play with it because it's very dangerous in the kita or no. A woman are buying a petrol boy for, but it doesn't also mean say young friend near grow. Sometimes the moment you hear something and name away a year kakra abusian for we need to give our little ones some level of education kakra. Ghana ni niaji ye catch me like Aboagye say there be some who can enye no kware. We are feeling the heat. Or we were feeling the heat and now heat, eswati. That is the beauty of democracy because abai papa abba amobia who say ampa abai biaba. But it doesn't also mean that we should joke with our lives. Now with him, Miracle can't say when a Ghana for 2 go aquados and say, hey, madam, for unye serious well. What they are your mamma in our catches about Munino. A bimukura qua head and semi can patcho TB.
I was off from my tribute. Original Capito Masaba. I don't know Mahama Ebasha Bonessa. Mamma, I kept the actual. Ada, the castle woman, and I say a castle, but it's in your muscle, sir. Sunday woman. Mamma, here you are there. Ada open say we man, petrol we man, you turn 1 million. And you go for the buy, I need 4.5 no. Ada open say you turn 1 million. You see, I'm here. Motorway. You see, I'll go put that to the Now I am say talk. I can be trouble.
Aye, Mama.
We are small child.
Aye.
You can be another batteries and after this, I
thought you got away 4.8. Insana na yema 4.8 we say do na 4.8
4.8
na insana na yema
ansa na yema you see ota 2.8 na yema
mama want me 2 million
yo na mi yama no
me ala
na mi yama na that's ni mo motorway Ghana motorway akufo do tap 2024 ya na motoru ya tono 18,000.
84.
84. 18,400.
400. Yeah.
Now you yell me got motor no. Abusan for me call no 14,000.
Oh.
Flat. O da mo hwe balance ya manya.
Was 44 million.
Mo hwe balance ya manya dia hyem bottom. Mama, I don't know about Bonisa. Who say Ghana youth? No, yeah, I can't say uncle Tetem. Now uncle Tetem no. Who your man will be ever said? What did they know? Who force you? You might do say the young Mahama. See a bow fear, but we can't Mr. Mahama, so wouldn't him. No, wouldn't him. Nasa wo say wo so nkobiem ye ba ofio ye ba faw me apajaw me rekwata akoye de dia show ye dia show na bi so ye gonja ni wo wa me ye Ghana ni ye de wo ye wudi meti boss na tu see akufo do kasa na abufuo ni kom abufuo ni wrane mo me ba anya mama na the big keke ba tu kwan o the big wa checha na no the big keke anya na de bai the big keke akufo do kwata America na de for lata me anya ti the big keke no woni so di keke no so so anya na de bai so mama na ngasa oni sikedi Mama want to be the sika. What do you? Opayasam. What do you? Opayasam. What do you? No control Ghana for. Mama, for my no. Mama, that's you. That's it. Do you mark it? You say Ghana, that's ah. Say Ghana, that's ah. Ghana, Ghana, that's not America. Mama, Bruno, you know. You say come on to board this, isn't Petru. And your Mama, you know. No, Mama, would you on some question for no more day, Mahama bed, Mahama bed, you tear more. Swim. You tear more. Yet, Plagiamwa, what is it, Mahama, 4 years or bed? I would have been Obianca Bianche. Obianca Bianche. Yamin to one the Mati. No, say, a tour by and tour papa. Let us say, we Mama, what Sia dear, yes, sir. Let us we didn't do the only makeup yet. Yeah, Mama. $10 billion. We got the man or the India. I don't have Praga. Hey, Mama, to Newman Kakat and I see a crumble your compare. Who are some country delegate for Mr. Metin and Crawford? Oh, you see, they all know to Kakat. Oh. That is the idea. Mama, and free swans, I mean, see my brother sending you at it. I was sending my mean, so why they are that time. 4th time now, Uncle Diane.
Papa.
What is it at petrol so?
Oh man, no pay am ati say ati petrol so. Some ka me say petrol beba 5 cedi. Na John.
Why?
Na John. Omo boy adwuma papa pay schedule ni akwaji o. Ya de samija mfi na agi schedule no. Nti ska no ha ye nko bob sian o ba bia. Nti na manfo ye samija mfi ya na agi schedule ni de ni ye adwuma sa. Na Ghana e koso no. No na samija mfi kwa oboni ye boni din kwa na oye kese no. Mama ne na no mani ate.
Okay.
Nti na omuti abedwafo do munhwe gold no. Samija mfi na da no. Nti na nkrofo ye nuanom do mofui. Omo boye tirisui. Na John ya mi hira wo mu. Na mepede me hu wo mu. Menyim wo mu bia.
Sa.
Picture na mehu. Picture so de amfa nka asem. Na John o ma ye adwuma.
Okay.
Na John na ni ate John so ani ate. Ndro ka cha na ado de wagya no wallet wo ho. O ma no kwa no mefa na 2020 o de wo na nwuo mu. Na electoral commission we kura mpede oyi ni fi ho. Ma me no anya papa. John me ka cha no o che.
Why?
Electoral commission onyi ni fi ho. Onyi ni fi ho no o che. Ya pa ne chewa. Anya de ma NDC ne o yes agu yenyim ase.
Ene na nsa na wo say o pa chewa ma chema wontubi.
Hwan chama wuntimi onu kra de miyem kra nchansawam gate no wadura no Supreme Court wo mo che kwan afa so ne papa ka se na ye na wuntimi mo makuma se won kwa aye hwan wo ye otumfo kra ba de wo ye wo de opra ni tum mi enya kwan ye bu ye man
that's all
on come be 20 years kra wo de 20 years ye de a che no
osero
enti ese chama wuntimi de betimi ankansawam gate ni de na ko gina no da I won't say miracle for matching. But it seems that Ghanaians also understand the game totally differently. So we NPP here, sometimes you need to sit down and then analyze issues in the country and say Bekasa. Because if this is how you people want to go with the politics we are doing in the country, then one way party better than Chiracho. Because as we speak today, no. So we see a video to you about Ghana for now said there be about Papa Abba. So what a miracle conducted a particular interview bia or cancel me or say fuel dollar na swatino. Ghana ni benefiting a businessman benefiting. But he forgot to say $1 na swatino. A beba down. I'm a petrol so ate. And when I'm ne kwabrane kuletim koto petrol no the petrol no e go from say emuntungu because always sika no the to fuel previously no and then na water sika ba be she bottom. This is what we call aban papa aba. As a governance, and you need to take your time and then listen. It is a finance minister to me sorry ko dwom ko di dwa any dwadi for ma ko kasa no about vice president who na be kasa no ko president who na ko kasa and then the whole economic management team ni na chia because they have the first hand experience from dwadi for ma ho na dey enema and this can for that day no ko share white no be gina no preach bible no be keka na so kan o sorry ko wi a we don't do politics like that and governance is not supposed to be conducted this way. That is why a Ghanaian ni who say aban papa bi aba there's a difference in the system. Difference bi aba system and se wo share team money na so osere na o kan aban papa ba masa. Enye say aban papa ba keke o. Ezi say mama wa nko 50 ma ye ntiase e.
Hwe ene magige o. President Mahama wadwo say ye nkoa on. Wadwo say Ghana fo ye nkoa meboa. Wadwo say ye jimi. And then I make gas. I go me cylinder. Me fere 3.2 I am. Akwanenya year was there be 2.7. Many akwa ibekun. Sa not know so much ate so. Na wo wie ya wo push agenda wo 10 pen a wo dwen ho. Papa, this time ni ani ati o. So nu say so wo nkwa 15 maka na de ye de be ye on emfa anya opreko. Because Omaino Ghana na akese no o se ye de chew obu akokwa na wu ana shalafa betoa so meme se ne wo ye no be na mabunu ya ye demonstration kase de kiawo mu NDC 40 talkers mu kasa tetem agenda pena mo dwen ho papa wo ye nipa wo se ke man ko 15 ana se ye de o man na hye ne nsa Obona kokra no wu a na salaf Mahama so ayede abetoa so na wo atofo sen unuma de sei ene wo make ufoli ata wantumi anche na de ene wo na obo e fom sa ano If I cancel, I must remember Yanka. Eh, the man will be at home or Yakro Ghana. So wouldn't let's one say, Master, who push your agenda, Master, net term agenda, and I also push you. Push a 5th term, and I say Ghana for you. Yeah, no one say, I mean. Chadanos will go to petrol 50 CD. Siena, Ghana, I am not to petrol 50. Let's say, what's as what is to be him? Me young who ye, Massacre for Massacre for Eh, my bonny. Then trouble ma and na name ya. Papa, me unnim. You are just how the audio own 5th term.
What I say? And you are not about to force in Ghana for miss out say. Say, if you say, my dear, say, I don't know one chicken over that idea. No more papa, say Ghana, Tati Ghana, Papa Sam no cry, and son of Fina over. So why not you? Honorable Ghana for some can just one idea. Because I brought war position, so to be so original, as I can say, there be and TSA. Esenka ode akwa no classroom na kwa kire na de wan kire na de wa mo ne Mamudu Bawumia se Ghana se ne NPP for so no mu dwane free economy no se da bi enye Mamudu Bawumia ne se economy no yet Ghana ni bia so nim se eyomo ene se economy no ene se aban papa aba na aban papa ba ye no se sei o fra laji Dr. Mamudu Bawumia se krache economy ne do sha no de na we ya wo se da bi media mfa ma economy ho Mamudu Bawumia ne NPP for se da bi on the economy there, Yamfana Mahoso, we economy. They say, Madam Fo. Then you want to know now, and when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Who remembers NDC economic management team? And then I say, for no, and I mean, I'm Dr. Mamudu Bawumia on the Kai.
Economic management team. It is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiremanting, Boakye Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who their economic management team was. Kukrudu, fellow Kukrudites, we were elected to fix the problems, and I'm glad to report that we are fixing the problems and we are putting in place the policies that will drive the economic transformation of this country. It is very clear that the economy is...
President, the exchange rate in there, I suppose more big time. And then so for Dr. Mamudu Bawumia in the team, then they ran away from Nema Makaye. Alas, that's true. Because when you reduce fuel, it affects almost every sector. But fuel and a exchange rate and this idea never. Because when Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, I can't say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Know. He said a lot of things in that particular statement. The
Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
So sometimes, when some of these, they are the so-called professors, doctors, when they mount stages and some of them, most of them, they don't even mean it. Because when the exchange rate in the trigger, it affects almost every corner, every sector of the economy. Sada Mamudu Bawumia na kachire. Dr. Bawumia na kachire. Untosi economy na fa prime woman yinano. The exchange rate. And it is true. Also, it is true then, and it is true now. He said those kind of things. Here I have a video where Dr. Mamudu Bawumia was actually saying it is true then, and it is true now. And tiene say ato force the professor Nanaji ama economy na gina vibrantly the exchange rate and this animal way ba. But one thing they say, when you go to some other countries, that they don't even use exchange rates for anything. Especially when you come to most countries in Europe, in America, those kind of countries are. You have exchange rates and running economy. But also part of the world, the third world countries in India, exchange rates, it play key and vital role in everything that we do. Because we export hard commodities, cocoa, gold, timber, those kind of things. And we need these resources, money, physical cash, back onto our countries. But I was surprised. My main story, there was a time before Aboagye, Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, a vice president, he went around Europe, around giving this kind of lectures. Finland, I was part when Aboagye, Dr. Mamudu Bawumia came there, and he actually convinced me into believing, say, Onimadie, because that time he told us, Ghana 0.000%, 0.005% of Ghana's GDP. Any editorial teachers and nurses training allowances. So he doesn't even understand why John Dramani Mahama's administration then wasn't paying. Not knowing so nobody, he can also not pay. I remember I said Dr. Mamudu Bawumia and Dr. Tony Oben. I think Tony Oben was the former he had a position in the Minerals Commission. Currently, I've forgotten the position always is here. Maybe I can cross-check. Dr. Tony Oben. Well, name Dr. Tony Oben, and you can cross-check. They came on a seminar in Finland. Now, lecture Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, Dr. Tony Oben said he was sad about Nema Papa Webeka Echela Brofo. He's currently he's a former chief executive officer of the Ghana Minerals Commission. He's and I think he's also a lawyer, Dr. Tony Oben. I think currently I've forgotten the position as he's part and parcel of this particular administration. So after the seminar, Dr. Tony Oben came to my home and met some of the Ghanaian communities here. So he's very close with me. We spoke. And then Nema Dr. Mamudu Bawumia exposed Ghana, but did throw Ghana to the chira abrofono. Now we are bringing you Mama Mamudu Bawumia to say Aqualini Bibia.